If you had the money,
no, don't worry about it.
What?
We can finish that discussion off the air. Nick's going to call.
But if you had the money, why didn't you buy it? I didn't realize that we were supposed to talk here. Sorry.
Because
the text line said there's some sort of tie-dye frap.
Yes.
At Starbucks. I had no idea.
I read about it.
And they asked if you tried it because you wanted the unicorn so bad.
Yes.
And then this is what the conversation we were having when the music, the verb Sir Richard Ashcroft was so rudely interrupted. I apologize.
There have been other specialty fraps since the unicorn one. They have not necessarily piqued my interest.
The tie-dye one did, though?
The whole thing with the unicorn one was I couldn't ever buy it. And I admitted that I actually wanted to try it, but I hate...
Right, but now, wait, hold on a second.
One time, and they said...
Stop.
Why would you ask?
Stop.
It's too late in the day.
Stop.
So I don't ask.
But you had money.
Yes, but this one...
And you were behind someone who had just ordered a tie-dye frap, so you knew that it was available.
Yes.
So why didn't you just order it?
So I went in there.
You went into Starbucks.
I went in there to get it.
Why didn't you just go through a drive-through?
This one didn't have a drive-through. The one right next to me that has a drive-through is under construction right now. So I went down the street. This one doesn't have a drive-through. So I go inside. Obviously, it's posted, but that doesn't mean anything because in the past, they would just say it's too late in the day. But it just so happened that the girl in front of me was ordering these.
Okay.
And he wasn't saying we don't have them.
Right.
But I couldn't. There was a lot of discussion about it before I got up there.
Okay.
Between the barista and the customer in front of me. There was a lot of discussion about the frap. She was very.
I don't understand.
She was very excited about it. She was very excited about it. She was very animated and excited about getting this.
So were you, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm trying to play a little bit cooler than that, but she was. I'm not going to tell you on the air.
I don't understand.
I'm not going to tell you. I'll just tell you off the air.
Tell me what? What was she doing?
She was very excited about it.
Okay, so are you.
It was cool to see how excited she was about this. She ordered more than one.
Was she a little kid or something?
No, she was differently abled. She was differently abled person.
Differently abled?
Yes, she was differently abled.
What does that mean? Wait, you're shaking your head like you know what that means. What does that mean?
I think I understand what he's trying to say in a polite way.
What is he trying to say?
She was differently abled.
She was very excited about this.
She was very excited, almost childlike in her excitement about about the frap.
Right.
And she was asking a lot of questions about it. And she was very excited. And I was very happy for her. Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
you couldn't order it after her? Because what? It would make you feel...
Jesus, swim fast.
I told you not to talk about this on the air. Look, I'm
Jesus
already... Hold on.
Wait, hold on a second.
The
reason I didn't order the unicorn frappuccino is because I was embarrassed that there's something... It's like some code, something you're supposed to know about.
This is the single worst thing you've ever done.
The one time I tried to order it, they said, "What are you crazy?"
And people always say I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, this is.
I'm not bad.
You're a horrible human being.
This is abhorrent.
Okay, look. There was a lot of discussion about
abhorrent.
There was a lot of discussion.
There's an H in there.
Yeah.
Yes, abhorrent. There was a lot of discussion about what was in this thing, whether or not the barista liked it, whether it was his favorite.
So wait, hold on a second. So all this discussion is going on with this nice lady. It was a lady or
yes,
man? Okay.
Yes, nice woman.
Nice woman.
Lady, yes.
Right, and she's excited about it, and you're saying that.
My God, man.
Right.
I'm saying that there was way too much discussion already about the tie-dye frap.
Are you saying she's neurodivergent?
Look, I'm saying
but whenever she orders it, and then you can't order it afterwards because you feel like it would make you too similar to her?
No,
that's exactly what he means.
No, now you two are the bad guys.
No, that's exactly what he means.
No, it's not.
He's trying to find a way to justify that. That's exactly what he means.
Because why would be? Wait, hold on a second. Because if she's just excited about it,
yes,
and she's super excited about it, and you wanted it, and you were right behind her,
yes,
my initial reaction would be like, "Oh my God, I didn't even know they had this."
That sounds pretty good.
Talk to her and say, you know what? Give me one of what she's having.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make her feel good.
Of course.
You feel good, and the barista can make two at a time.
But God forbid we do that.
He was already making two at a time. Now listen. The barista is eyeballing me because I'm next in line, okay?
Why should you be eyeballing? What do you mean?
He keeps looking at me like he's waiting for me to kind of make a move, I think, to order because
he's waiting for you to step up and order?
Because he doesn't know how to politely tell her that there's people behind her.
Got it.
So he keeps kind of looking at me like, am I upset? Am I going to make a move? Which I'm not upset at all. Okay? I'm like, dude, go ahead. She's excited about it. This is awesome.
Yeah, sure.
But there's a lot of discussion about this frap, and now there's people behind me in line too.
Okay, so who cares?
So they're taking this time to make these things, which I've already heard. When I wanted that unicorn thing, the baristas complained about how difficult it was to make, how long it took to make the whole thing, and now they're already
they
making
offer it.
Okay, true. But
look, it doesn't matter. The best thing you could have done at that point was to say, I just came in to get a cup of coffee. Why don't you give me one of what she's having? They sound delicious.
See, that's where I just felt like.
But instead, you're like, I don't want to be compared to her.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to get a black coffee.
You guys are the bad guys now because that has nothing to do with it.
All right, then why didn't you order one?
Your explanation makes no sense. That there was already a lot of talk about it?
Yes,
that doesn't make any sense.
No sense whatsoever.
Hold on. It's way too much talk about it. They've been talking
so
about
you can just order it.
So it's already been talked about. You say, I'll have that.
I'm going to walk up there and say, I'm here for the same thing, my man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Make more of those. Keep on making those.
Yeah, why not?
What is weird about that?
Because I was trying to. There was already people building up behind me. They might not be as friendly or in as good a mood as I am.
So it'd be super quick because there was just a whole conversation.
Right, you don't have to have the whole conversation. All you can have to say is, I'll have one of what she's having.
They have to make it. They just used the blender to make 2 of them because she ordered 2. Now
they probably could have just thrown in some extra ingredients and made 3.
No, because they're already.
It would have been quicker
because she talked. So now they're pouring.
You could have said, make me another one.
So
and then she would have been excited and happy. You could have said you talked me into it.
I just said,
and then you guys could have got one. But instead, you're like,
right.
No, you guys are still
black.
No, there's one explanation for this, and knowing you, it's that explanation.
Okay, then what's the explanation for not ordering it the last time when they had the unicorn one? Why I couldn't get one? Because
that one, I think you had a reason. It wasn't reasonable, but it made more sense.
And the baristas say that it's a pain in the ass. This whole thing now, it's been this huge topic in this restaurant or in this coffee shop for the last 10 minutes. And people are waiting in line, and they've made this thing. They put the sparkles on it, the whole deal. Now here I am, alone, a grown man. I'm going to go up there and order this thing. I'm already insecure about ordering a Frappuccino.
I'll let people decide for themselves.
You guys, if you guys would
here I am, a grown man.
Yes,
and I'm going to order the same what?
Frappuccinos. I'm going to order a Frappuccino. I'm going to order the specialty tie-dyed Frappuccino that we've already had this huge discussion about in here, and it's held up this line forever. And
you're a bad person.
I don't know if I can work here anymore.
Oh my God! You have to remember that I'm already hesitant to order the damn thing.
If anything good came out of this, it's that comment.
All right, don't turn this on me, asshole.
Just saying. You're a bad person, so.
A bad person?
Absolutely.
Look, I was excited that they had it for her. I was excited that she was so excited about it.
Oh, it's great you're excited for her. That's so nice of you. What a great person.
You could have just ordered another one. Now, you certainly didn't want to be compared to her. You didn't want to order the same thing as her.
No, it's not that. As I open the door to walk in there, I'm already trying to figure out how do I build up the courage
I'm just assuming they probably already thought you were together.
I was already nervous. Now look who the bad person is.
Okay. All right, now both of you,
I'm washing my hands of this.
Me too.
Because
I'm just saying, you could have just said, hey,
the bad guy.
She talked me into it. We're together. Give me another one.
I'm not going to say we're together. And then she turns and says, who are you, strange
She's going to be like, no, you talked me into it. I came in here to get a black coffee. You could have done something nice is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I don't think well on my feet like that. This is something I built up in my mind for months and months.
That's not true. You're very quick-witted.
Look, this is something I'm uncomfortable doing. Because I'm afraid ordering these Frappuccinos when they say, no, you can't order that now. It's too late. What are you, crazy? Those things are only available in the morning. That happened to me.
Okay, but you know that they just had the conversation about this.
Exactly, and now it's all anyone has talked about in this coffee shop for the last 10 minutes.
Okay, and so you walk up and say all the same thing.
Somebody just said this is worse than when you put socks on your arms and sold people the rocks back.
This is absolutely
your worst moment.
This is the worst.
This is the worst thing you've ever done. Some Fast is awful.
Awful. I didn't do a thing. I did nothing.
You shared with us your inner thoughts, and your inner thoughts are that of a horrible human being.
My inner thoughts is that this entire thing has now been the topic of discussion here for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter who it was. Lazo, if it had been you, I mean, I would have had to have been someone I didn't know. But anyone, doesn't matter their gender, their age, their race, whatever. If this had been a topic of conversation for the last 10 minutes in line, and I'm standing there, and then I finally walk up there and go, I also want the same thing you just got finished making 2 of and washed your blenders out.
Yeah.
No, and what are the odds?
You could have started something great. You could have said, I came in here to get a black coffee, and she talked me into it. I bet you the person behind would have said, you
Daisy
know what?
chain.
That I didn't think about. That's
they
a
all
good
could
idea.
have applauded her.
That
we don't know. We didn't no idea this thing was happening.
I was worried that they would say
Starbucks would have busted out
okay, what were
dance.
you worried? If you walked up and said all the same thing, what do you think they would say? What were you afraid of?
Oh, you son of a bitch. Didn't you just see us finish making 2 of these things and get every single dish dirty back here, blending this thing, getting the different colors and the sugar? Why didn't you just order it when we were talking about it for the last 10 minutes? Well, because I'm nervous to order it to begin with. Or the other thing I'm worried about is they say, sorry, she just got the last 2. Now, everyone in line feels sorry for me because I just ordered something that they said
everyone would be devastated. They'd be devastated.
That doesn't bother you. You don't like the idea, or you're comfortable with the idea of going somewhere and people feel sorry for you. It's no different than if you trip and everyone watches you trip. And
why
you're
would
okay
people feel sorry for you?
Because I just ordered it and there's all these people watching, and the guy has to apologize to me and say, I'm sorry, she got the last.
If
2.
I walk up and say, can I have this? We're out of that. I don't expect that everyone behind me in line's like, oh my God, I feel sorry for that
Especially
guy.
if it's something
Why would
like
they feel sorry for me? They're out of it.
It's embarrassing. They know.
How?
They know that I've stood in line now for at least 10 minutes and listened to this guy sing praises about this product.
Man,
you know that.
You are looking
you know that.
way too much into this.
No, it's true.
No.
They've sat there, they've watched, they're there to order their coffees or whatever. They see me, they know that I'm one person in front of them in line. I'm right behind her. This is all anybody's talked about.
You're just a bad person. You know why.
And now,
you know what? People can make up their own minds. If they hear you talking and they're like, okay, he's fine. But I just don't believe anybody would hear this entire story and believe that you weren't making some sort of comparison and you didn't want to be compared to that.
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay, fine.
The fact that it was brought up and talked about forever.
I can't prove it.
Look,
all I can do is lay out the facts.
Well, then why did
as you have given them to us?
Ask you to look at the evidence, previous cases of frappuccinos, specialty frappuccinos that I was unable to purchase. Why was that? Because I was scared to order them, and the one time I tried, they laughed at me. They literally.
So why were you scared to order it this time?
They laughed over the speaker at the drive-thru, and you say drive-thru, you'd think that would help. It probably did a little bit, but it didn't solve my problems because I still think about it. I can hear her voice. She laughed at me like, "Dude, are you an adult? Do you even read the news? What makes you think as an adult here in line right now at 2 o'clock in the afternoon that I would make a unicorn frappuccino for you? That's not possible. Don't you know you have to get here at 5 a.m.? You're the guy that shows up for a Black Friday sale at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what they think. So I'm already nervous that there's something I'm supposed to know that I don't know.
You know what, let's just talk to Nick Wright. I need to talk to a better human being.
Oh, my God. You, by the way, you already said your thing. You already said your piece. People can examine that. If you just tuned in, I ask you to go back and listen to this conversation and hear what Laszlo said when he outed himself earlier.
Outed myself?
You made a little joke there at someone else's expense. You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did. You absolutely did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when I said the best news was Snowco not working here?
No.
It was a joke.
No, it was something else you said. He's right. You did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm sure you don't. But that I was very happy for her. I'm not upset with her at all. I'm happy
with
that
who?
She was the girl who ordered 2
Why
of them.
the hell would you be upset with her?
Because she.
Why would that even come out of your mouth? There'd be no reason for you to be upset with her.
Because the people in line behind me were getting pissed that it was taking so long.
Nobody was pissed at her.
Yes, they were. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was in a good mood. I wasn't on any type of strict
aren't you
schedule.
a great person? You didn't care.
No, I'm saying you guys are acting like I cared, and I'm telling you I didn't. You guys are the ones accusing me, so I'm defending myself.
I'm not saying that you cared that it was taking too long.
I didn't.
I'm saying that you didn't want to order the same thing as her.
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I mean, it does, but not in the way that you say that it does. It only has to do with it in the sense that this thing has been talked about for too long now, for the last 10 minutes. And so now I can't order it. Because now imagine that first rejection 6-8 months ago when that woman laughed at me, when the barista laughed at me. Now imagine that, only it's compounded by the fact that I'm inside the store. There are witnesses watching me order this. And for all I know, they say, are you serious? Did you not just hear this 10-minute conversation we had that she just got the last 2 in the store?
Look, I'm done.
And then you come up here and order it?
Hey,
what
good.
are you?
You know what?
Deaf?
You're in a...
That's what they'd say to me.
I don't think they'd say that.
They might.
I don't think they'd say, what are you, deaf?
Hey, I didn't think that woman would laugh at me and say, are you serious? But she did. She said, are you serious? When I ordered a thing that was on the menu. You guys make it out like it's such a simple thing. Oh, it's on the menu. So just order it. It's not that simple. And you know it's not that simple.
Okay.
I will go order one right now. I will go buy some for everyone. I will go buy some for everyone. But do not imply that this had anything to do with me not wanting to order the same thing as her.
Well, then why'd you even bring her up?
Because she was the one discussing this thing with all these baristas.
Well, you're the one who told us that she was neurodivergent.
Oh, my God. We'll talk to Nick.
You told us that.
We'll talk to Nick.
So why even bring it up in the conversation?
We'll talk.
That was your descriptor of her.
Because I didn't want you to say something negative about how she needed to hurry up. Well, yeah, you should have told her. Why is she taking so much time? I wanted you to understand that there's a reason, another reason, why people shouldn't have been bitching about it taking so long. Okay. That's why. Because I know you're more of a stand your ground kind of a guy. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Let them know. Say, hey, you can't just stand here all day. But these were special circumstances.
Special circumstances.
Okay.